Hello friends, welcome back to Study IT Express session number 23, and in this we will be studying the remaining SQL set operators. So just 2 minutes of yours. So last time what we studied the union operator, okay, and second one was union all operators, okay, and in this session we will be studying the intersect operator, intersect operator, and number fourth, except operator. Here in SQL it is called, in MySQL it is called as except operator, but in other places in Oracle and MS SQL it is called minus operator. Both are same, right? So if you run the except operator in the database and if it is throwing error, that I will show you just now using the minus operator, so interchange, or you can Google it, what is the except equivalent operator in this database, whatever it is. Okay, so first we will study about the intersect operator. Okay, excuse me. Intersect operator. Okay, intersect operator, it returns the rows which are common to, simply it returns the rows which is common to both the tables. As simple as that. If I take one circle, this is called one set, right? Set A, and then we take it as set B. Okay. Now what happens if I say intersect operator, right? Intersect simply means that set A and set B, right? This is set A and set B. So whatever is the common, this is called as intersect operator. Okay. Now the syntax of intersect operator is select column. Okay, let me do this thing. Let me make it down actually, so that select syntax of intersect operator. Select column name or names, right, from table underscore 1, intersect select column name or names from table name to table underscore 2. Very simple, right? Now we will see the intersect, right? Let's see in the MySQL. Okay. Now if I say this one, let us say this one as intersect. Okay, if you would have been following my lecture, right? So you would have understand that college.teacher as well as college.teacher backup, right? They are having only one difference, right? And that was like if I say select teacher ID and this one, if I run this one, I'm just showing you the difference. Uh, yeah, Divya Mishra. This was the only addition in the college teacher backup as compared to if you see over here, if I run here and if I there you go, Deepti Bhatnagar, right? So Divya Mishra is extra in teacher backup. Okay, so intersect, what does this intersect basically will tell what is the common between these two, right? So if you see the count of college.teacher, let me show you the college.teacher backup count. Okay, select count of star from college.teacher. Okay, and I will just say college.teacher underscore backup underscore bkp. Okay, if I run this one, if you see here it is 24. Okay, 24, and here if I run this one and if I run this one, it shall be 25. See now, so one is 24, one is 25, and the only difference between the two is Divya Mishra, right? One second, apologies for keeping you waiting. Okay, now only difference is Divya Mishra, right? Now what we will do is we will learn here about the same thing. Okay, now when I do intersect between teacher ID and teacher backup, okay, let's see what will happen. Only the things which is 24 should come. So if something came, how we can take it out whether it is 24 or not? Let's do count of star, and you see this is 24, which is the college.teacher. Basically there were 24. Let me, so if you see over here, there were total 24. There were 24 records which were common between the two tables. Okay, and with help of intersect you got both of them. We got what is common. Okay, now the main part here is the as like other operators, like this rule is applicable for all the operators. The number of columns as well as the sequence of columns should be same in both the tables. Else the set operators will not work. Very simple. Okay, let's take an example over here. If I say teacher name, right, let's say select star from if I take here and if I do and if I say Okay, teacher name is there, teacher ID, department ID. Let's take department ID. Department underscore ID. Look, this will throw an error. Okay, what I'm taking, I'm just taking this one. Look here, what it is saying: select statements have different number of columns. Okay, and suppose if I remove this teacher name, okay, and just department ID, let's see what will happen. Look, nothing will come because there is nothing to intersect, right? So the sequence as well as the sequence should be same in both the tables. Okay, otherwise it will not work. This will not make any sense to you, right? What are you trying to do? You are saying teacher ID and department ID, right? You are trying to compare. It doesn't help you in any way, right? If I take another example, instead of teacher ID, if I say salary, or if I say salary here, right? Department ID comma salary. Okay, let's see what will happen. Look, nothing will come. If I remove this department ID from here and I put it salary like this and department ID like this, let's see what will happen. Look, nothing will come. So the sequence of the column should be exactly same, because you are trying to compare two similar things, right? So that's the reason you have to have the same, like you have to have the same column name. It is just example like this one, guys, like cricket, right? So it can be all men cricket team, which is made up of all men, team which is made up of all men, right? All men of all men versus team A. This is team A, this is team B, which is made up of all men. All men. Okay, so both of them should be of the equal, then only you can say that who will win, who will lose, right? It is not that in all men and all kids. It doesn't make any sense, right? In the same way here. Okay, now let's go to minus operator or except operator. Okay, anything you can say. I will say here as except operator. Okay, or yeah, let's do except operator, because here in MySQL it is except operator. Except operator. So this operator returns the value from the first table. This operator returns the value from the first table which is not present in the second table. Right? For example, like when we subtract, for example, when we subtract the in arithmetic, right? For example, when we subtract or minus, right, one number from the other, one number from the other in the arithmetic, right? What we do, we always take out difference, take out difference between the two numbers. And display result, and then display the result. Very simple, right? Like 5 minus 2. If I say that 5 minus 2 how much it is, you will say 3. Why? Because there were 5 of them and there were 3 of them. So you took out this one, this one, this one, and what is pending is 2. Okay, this one is called except operator as well as minus operator in other SQL tools. Okay, let's go to the practical approach of it. Now for for minus operator, right, what I have done is I have said there are 2 of them. Okay, what I will do here is table A minus table B. Okay, and here table B minus table A. Okay, if you see here what I am saying, doing teacher, I am doing that what all are the columns, sorry, what are the data which is there in teacher and it is not there in teacher backup. Okay, so let's see. Ideally nothing will come. Why? Because Divya Mishra is available in teacher backup, not in teacher, if you were following my lectures. Okay, if I run this one, you see there will be only one. There you go, Divya Mishra, right? So this is how should I say, this command is very much helpful when you are trying to do the testing of the data migration project, right? So when you perform the testing of data migration project, let me show you. When you perform the testing of data migration project, which simply means there is a table A which was having so much information. Okay, now what you did, you migrated this data into the table B. Okay, why? Because it may be the difference of the database, like before it may be Netezza, right? And now you want to make it into MS SQL. Okay, so you migrated the data, right? So here you can use the except operator or the minus operator. Okay, now cool, I think you guys would have understood, right? Now there are some common facts which we have to remember for using this set operators. Okay, let me show you here. Common factors to remember. The spelling is wrong. Sorry about that. Remember. Okay. Column count must be the same. Number 1, column count must be the same. Full stop. Also, understand this one, the sequence of columns should be exactly same in both the select clause of the tables, else the set operator, any set operator will not give you the proper answer. And this one I have showed you before also, in which I did a select then department ID, and like and then I did the salary and department ID against teacher ID and teacher name. Nothing came out, and we know it was logically incorrect. Syntactically, syntax, it was perfectly fine, but because the data types were matching, okay, otherwise it was not correct. Okay, now second one is data types. Okay, then second one is union and intersect. Intersect operators are commutative. Operators are commutative, which means are commutative, which simply means the order of the query is not important. Okay, it doesn't change the final result, right? It doesn't change the final result. Change the final result. Whereas in minus operator, minus or except operator, whatever you want to say, okay, operator is not commutative. That is not commutative, which means that is the data set, which is result data set will vary based on the result set. Data set will vary based on result data set will vary based on the sequence of the table, which means table A, that is table A minus table B, the result will be ABC maybe, right? And table B minus table A, result will be XYZ. SYZ, basically different results. Okay, it is different results. Very simple. Okay, now what is the okay, fourth one is the only difference between the union operator and intersect is that union will combine all the common value, right, which simply means, right, or operator simply means, like, if suppose there are 5 rows in table A and 7 rows in table B, so what it will do, it will make 12 rows in the output. Okay, whereas in intersect operator, it will show the common between them. As in 5 rows in table A and 7 rows in table B, and maybe, you know, 3 rows are matching between both of them. 3 rows are only matching. Matching means common, right? And so common matching, right? That's it. Okay. So this is the things, right? Cool. Okay, guys. I think we are good over here, right? In next session, we will learn about joins. Okay. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye bye.